That innocent love for film, when we turn 18, 19, they're like, oh, you're a nepo kid, you don't deserve to be here.
The movie Azaad, which has been catching a lot of public attention mainly due to the debut of two actors, is finally out. The story is about Govind, played by Aaman Devgan, who is passionate about horses and dreams of owning the finest one. How he happens to meet the perfect horse named Azaad and his journey to gain the horse's trust, as well as how this relationship ultimately changes his life as he meets new people, forms the plot of the movie. The film also delves into the backstory of the horse and its first owner, Thakur Vikram Singh, played by Ajay Devgn. This is my review of the film, focusing on storytelling and cinematics. The concept of the movie is fresh and interesting, but the writing is so scattered and predictable. The first half is weighed down by multiple parallel storylines that leave you wondering what the film is really about. The problem is that several narrative threads are explored, such as the evolving love hate relationship between Govind and Janki. Janki's father, played by Piyush Mishra, a rich zamindar trying to marry her off to a British man. Kesar, played by Dinah Panty, struggling to balance her past and present. But none of this leads anywhere. While showing these subplots, the film actually misses on the opportunity to explore the one key element that could have added the required emotional depth. The horse itself. The bond between Azad and Thakur Vikram Singh is introduced through a flashback, which is captivating but feels so rushed. The song Azad Hai Tu plays in the background as you witness the pure bond building between Vikram and Azad, explaining why Azad is so loyal to his master. But the movie quickly shifts focus to another subplot. Vikram's transformation from a simple villager to a rebel is lightly touched upon, and the idea of a lost love being a trigger for Vikram to become a rebel comes across as lazy writing. Also, the connection between the horse and Govind could have been explored in greater depth through better writing. Instead of putting an irrelevant scene with poor CGI, the makers could have focused more on Azad. I mean, it makes more sense to me that way. The movie is named after the horse. And according to me, it is crucial for emotionally engaging the audience with the animal, which is actually done beautifully in films like 777 Charlie. The first half actually does a decent job of developing the relationship between Azad and Govind, with their chemistry creating some light-hearted moments, but I just wish there were more such moments. Aman Devgan's performance is commendable. He is the film's central figure and his dedication is so evident in every scene. I'm sure he must have taken a lot of dialect and dance training. And honestly, he displayed more grace than Rasha in the song Birange. I think he was well cast for the role and a big thumbs up to his performance. On the other hand, Rasha Thadani playing Janki Devi doesn't have much to work with. Despite her limited screen time, she does a fair job of portraying the daughter of a wealthy zamindar. But her character lacks depth. There's one particular scene where she has to cry that comes across so forced, which actually raises question on her acting potential. See, crying naturally on screen is not easy, especially in your first film, as I've seen many A-list actresses still struggling with portraying that emotion convincingly. Very few actresses manage to do it well, especially in their debut film. But apart from that, Rasha does compensate with her expressions. And this is evident in the Ui Amma song, which I think is mainly there to showcase her dancing skills. You can tell because it's just Govind imagining Janki dancing, because there's no way a Zamindar's daughter would dance like that, right? But I understand why the makers made that decision, given the publicity the song is getting. The other songs in the movie are also very well written. The track Ajibo Garib beautifully conveys the growing relationship between the two leads. However, my personal favorite is the title track Azaad Hai Tu, sung by Arijit Singh. Its upbeat tempo adds energy to the scenes involving the horse, and there's also a sad version of the song that plays during a key moment in the film. The film features several horse related fight sequences, but they are neither well choreographed nor edited effectively. A stronger background score could have enhanced these scenes, but the real issue there is that you are not emotionally invested in the fights, and it seems the writers weren't either. The aftermath of these battles and how the story progresses afterwards carry much more significance, and the fight scenes feel more like placeholders than anything else. One of the most irritating aspects of the film for me was the use of color grading. This has become a stereotypical choice where a yellowish tint is applied to create a warm, dusty atmosphere. We see this a lot in Hollywood films portraying India or other Asian countries. However, since the film was shot in an actual location rather than a set, they could have gone ahead with capturing the natural colors. I understand that warm tones are appropriate for outdoor scenes, especially the ones under the sun, but the heavy use of this color grading throughout the film, even in the scenes which are indoors and it is not necessary, feels overdone. Towards the end, the film kind of loses its plot, and it all comes down to just one horse race deciding the fate of every character in the film. Yes, even the villagers. With so much at stake, the film completely shifts focus, and none of the subplots get a proper conclusion. Not even the love story between Janki and Govind. That is why I said in the beginning that the thought behind the movie was fresh and interesting. Even the performances were good, but where it actually lacked was writing. Well, that wraps up my review of Azad. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Please don't forget to subscribe to this channel if you like the video and share it with people who you think might find this interesting. And I will catch you in the next one.